Welcome back to BikeBeat, the channel where we dive deep into machines that stir the soul. Today, we're bringing you something that blends raw power with long-haul practicality, the 2026 Yamaha MT-10 Fazer. And if the name sounds familiar, that's because this is the spiritual rebirth of a legendary formula, supersport DNA with everyday usability. Yamaha has taken its hyper-naked king, the MT-10, and wrapped it in a more versatile, touring-friendly package. Let's break down why this bike is turning heads and burning miles. Starting with the engine, at the heart of the MT-10 Fazer is Yamaha's iconic 998 cubic centimeters CP4 inline-four, derived directly from the R1. It's been refined for this model year with better fuel mapping, enhanced mid-range torque, and slightly improved thermal efficiency. The engine pushes out 165 horsepower at 11,500 RPM and around 112 Nm of torque, all delivered in a beautifully linear, yet muscular fashion. It's aggressive when you want it to be, but incredibly composed at low revs, making it both a backroad hooligan and a highway companion. The MT-10 Fazer gets a 6-speed gearbox with a bi-directional quickshifter as standard, buttery smooth on the upshifts, and reassuringly solid on the downshifts. There's also Yamaha's assist and slipper clutch, which makes city riding less of a chore and gives added control during spirited cornering. But the real beauty of this engine isn't just the numbers, it's that iconic crossplane crank sound, especially when you roll off the throttle and hear that subtle crackle. Let's talk about the electronics suite, which is one of Yamaha's most advanced to date. The bike features a 6-axis IMU, controlling lean-sensitive traction control, slide control, wheelie control, cornering ABS, and even engine braking management. You can toggle all of this through the new 5-inch full-color TFT display, which also supports smartphone connectivity for music, navigation, and call alerts via the Yamaha MyRide app. Design-wise, the Fazer stands out immediately. Unlike the naked MT-10, the Fazer gets a semi-faired front end, offering better wind protection for longer rides while maintaining the aggressive, robotic aesthetic of the MT lineup. The twin LED projector headlights have been slightly revised for 2026, offering adaptive cornering lights, a feature usually reserved for premium touring bikes. The fairing also houses aerodynamic winglets that aren't just for show, they provide subtle downforce at higher speeds, increasing stability on highways and during hard braking. The ergonomics have been reworked for distance. Compared to the standard MT-10, the Fazer's handlebars are slightly raised and the seat is broader and more cushioned. Foot pegs are positioned for a sport touring neutral triangle, not too aggressive, not too laid back. Long rides feel natural, with a 22-liter fuel tank allowing for a range of around 280 to 300 kilometers, depending on how hard you ride. Suspension comes courtesy of fully adjustable KYB front forks and a rear monoshock, both tuned for a balance between comfort and performance. Whether you're carving twisties or cruising down a motorway, the MT-10 Fazer delivers predictable, planted handling. Brakes are top tier as well, dual 320mm front discs with radial mount 4-piston calipers, and a single 220mm rear, all governed by Yamaha's cornering ABS for added safety in variable conditions. One new addition for 2026 is Yamaha's adaptive cruise control, a rarity in this segment. Paired with the radar sensor subtly tucked under the front fairing, the system maintains safe distances automatically, adjusts throttle, and even applies light braking if needed. It's the kind of tech that makes long hauls feel like a breeze, and elevates this bike from just a powerful machine to a truly intelligent one. Now let's talk practicality. You've got a USB-C charging port, integrated pannier mounts, a revised center stand, and an optional comfort seat with heating. The Fazer also comes pre-wired for Yamaha's optional heated grips and Bluetooth headset integration. It's clearly built for riders who want one bike to do it all: daily commuting, aggressive weekend riding, and cross-country touring. In terms of weight, the Fazer tips the scales at 215 kilograms wet, only slightly heavier than the standard MT-10 thanks to the added fairing and touring hardware. Yet the chassis has been reinforced subtly to maintain rigidity without sacrificing ride quality. So how much for all of this? The 2026 Yamaha MT-10 Fazer comes in at an estimated $15,799, putting it squarely in competition with the likes of the Kawasaki Ninja 1000 SX and Suzuki GSX-S 1000 GT. But Yamaha's combination of raw engine character, top-tier electronics, and now, real-world touring capability gives it a serious edge. To sum it up, This bike is a near-perfect hybrid. It keeps the soul of the MT-10, the raw, untamed, torque-happy beast, and packages it with thoughtful touches that make it livable. It's loud when you want it to be, quiet when you need it to be. It's a weekend thrill ride and a weekday tool. If there was ever a bike that could do it all without compromising the thrill factor, the 2026 MT-10 Fazer is it. That's it for today's review. Drop a comment below, would you ride this over the standard MT-10, or is naked still king? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more in-depth rides and real-world reviews. You've been watching BikeBeat Ride Hard, Ride Smart, and we'll see you on the next one.